Welcome, everybody, to the 25th Global Family Office Investment Summit. It is my absolute honor to be here before you today. You know, this is my 7th event here, and I've met so many great people. And somebody asked me yesterday, why do you keep coming to these things? And it's not because of the great food or the wonderful location. It's because of the people. It's because of you. Everybody in this room is here for purpose and passion, and because you want to make a difference in the world. And I'm excited about that. So, my name is Smithson, and my personal purpose is to inspire and educate future leaders to think and act in a socially, economically, and environmentally responsible way. I wrote a book recently with two friends of mine called 2030, A Blueprint for Humanity's Exponential Leap. The book speaks about all the technologies that will impact society in the next 5 years. In the next 5 years, we're going to see 5 decades of transformation. And this is an incredible opportunity for you to not only make some money, but also make an impact in the world. We are entering the most extraordinary period in human history, a golden age where technology is accelerating at an unimaginable pace. You've all heard maybe of Moore's Law. Moore's Law for the last 50 years has meant that semiconductors shrink in size by half, double in power, and half in price every 18 months like clockwork. For the last 50 years, Moore's Law has remained steady, and we have grown exponentially. Until this guy came along. NVIDIA introduced new chips to the world recently that are 1,000 times more powerful than they were only 10 years ago. So now there's a new law, and it's called Huang's Law. And that law has a performance doubling every 6 months, triple the speed of Moore's Law before it. This is a semiconductor, the foundation of everything, and that line that goes across, that's a human hair. That human hair is 0.06 millimeters wide, and we're going to dive into a chip. We're going to go all the way in here to a semiconductor. And this is in your phones, in your tablets, in your computers, in your earbuds, in your televisions, your refrigerators. Everything in modern society uses semiconductors. Oh, and just when you think it's done, it keeps going and going and going. It's like the Energizer Bunny of semiconductors. It's not done yet. How incredible is that us humans built something so very, very small? We are entering a new era of AI. So right now, you're probably familiar with narrow AI, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Grok, DeepSeek, the things you use on a daily basis. We're entering into that era where we're now able to have agents take autonomy on our behalf. We're at the agency level where it can do emails for you, do social posts, all of these things. The next phase is ethical AI. We need values-aligned intelligence, meaning as these things get smarter and smarter and better, we need to make sure that they're ethically aligned with our values as humanity. And as we get into AGI, or artificial general intelligence, that's the point when these technologies get as good or better than us at most things. And then superintelligence, or SGI, is when AIs in robotics and automation is better than all humans at all things. That's probably, we'll have AGI by the end of this year and ASI by the end of this decade.
What we need from you, if I may say that directly, is we need energy in all forms. Renewable, non-renewable, whatever. It needs to be there, and it needs to be quickly. I and others are investing in things like fusion, which are incredible, but they're not going to arrive soon enough for the need. People are planning 10 gigawatt data centers. Now, just to do the translation, an average nuclear power plant in the United States is 1 gigawatt. How many nuclear power plants can we make in 1 year where we're planning this 10 gigawatt data center? Gives you a sense of how big this crisis is. Many people think that the demand of energy part that our industry takes will go from 3% to 99% of total generation.
So what's happening is all the mega companies, the hyperscalers, Meta, Amazon, Microsoft, they're investing about $1 billion a day in power and data centers. It's an AI arms race. This was a 2021 study, and by now it's about 15% of all power in the world is renewable, so we're on the right trajectory, but we need to flip this script. We need to turn this thing upside down, meaning all of the power that we generate for all of these things, most of it is oil, gas, coal. We need to flip it to renewables, and we need to do it fast. Nuclear power is coming online. All the hyperscalers are investing in nuclear power plants. Fusion is not far behind, and fusion generates nearly 4 million times more energy than burning oil and coal based on the volume. So what do these new superpowers unlock? Obviously, some cool videos like this. This was a father who took his kids' drawings and brought them to life using ChatGPT. So generative AI, super fun stuff, awesome. We can do these things now. What about service robots? You know, we have robots to vacuum our house, maybe the robots to build factories, but what about robots that can carry things for us? They can do our dishes, our laundry, can build our cars, build our factories. Robots are now building themselves, and of course they can do backflips. Why wouldn't they? They can even do TED Talks.
As a species, humans have mastered energy to the level where it is, for all practical purposes, completely abundant. 200 years ago, no one could have imagined a world where energy was so accessible that most people would take it for granted.
The fact is, we are living in a golden age. Material science, you're using AI, we're now going to be able to find room temperature semiconductors. And what does that mean for us? It means the phone in your battery could last for a month. China just introduced a nuclear battery. It's 3 microwatts, a very small battery, but maybe for a heart pacemaker or something, but it lasts 50 years without charging. Protein folding, the ability to make medications that are predictive for you, they're personalized for your genetics. This is where we stand on the precipice of this. Now, in January, up until January, it would have taken about 500 years for us to measure all the protein folds in the world. And in January, they did all the proteins that could ever be folded in 2 weeks. Longevity, predictive and preventative medicine will allow us to live longer, healthier lives so that we can spend time with our great-grandchildren. Space exploration. You know, I'm not a big fan of sending people to live on Mars, but what if we could mine asteroids? Then we have unlimited resources without digging giant holes in Earth. What if we could offshore manufacturing to the moon? Japan is about to turn on a power source where they collect solar energy in space and beam it down to Earth. That's going online this week. How about sustainable vertical farming? We're able to grow vegetables at a massive scale without the ability to use so much water and land. And actually, if you look carefully, AI gave this woman an extra hand. So AI is so helpful. Personalized learning, being able to give every student a powerful AI tutor that learns with them and becomes their right hand. Because sometimes a student doesn't feel comfortable asking a teacher, but they'll ask AI all day long. And people are learning faster and better with this technology. So how do we prepare for this massive change that's coming? We're building a new education system called Unlimited Awesome that's success principle education and student startup accelerator. The idea is to give students the principles of success, encourage them to start businesses, and create the innovative products of the future. It's a new curriculum for a new world. Perseverance, creative problem solving and critical thinking, teamwork and mentorship, economic responsibility, social impact, and environmental sustainability. We call these the 6 castles of success. This is a $5 trillion opportunity. Closing the gender, geographic, and socioeconomic gaps in innovation and entrepreneurship could add over $5 trillion to the global economy, according to the World Economic Forum. We have some incredible backers, including the founder of Atari. You are the future of humanity. Let's build the future we want together. Thank you.